Hi. In this video, you'll learn how to upload a light recipe for your grow setup. This way, your lamp will operate automatically and you won't have to worry about adjusting it every day. Let's start with the first, simple option, the ready-made recipe. To upload a lighting recipe to your fixture, start by tapping the icon with 3 lines in the top corner of the screen to open the menu. Then, from the list, select Recipes. You'll now see a selection of available recipes. Choose the one that fits best your cultivation needs. Tap on the tile of the selected recipe to open it. At this stage, you can review all the preset details. Once you've confirmed that this recipe suits your crop, tap Use this recipe in the top right corner. Next, select the start date for the first cultivation stage and confirm by tapping OK. Then, choose the lighting fixture you want to upload the recipe to and click its tile. You'll see a list of all cultivation stages included in the recipe. To save it to the light fixture, just tap the Play button in the bottom right corner. That's it. The recipe has been successfully uploaded to your device and will now run automatically. Next, let's look at the second option, Timer Mode, where you can create your own lighting recipe step by step. Start by clicking the tile of the selected light fixture. Then, choose the Timer tab. And click the plus symbol to add a new stage. At the top of the screen, you'll see charts that will update based on your settings. The first one represents the entire lighting stage, while the second one shows the details of the day cycle. In each stage, configure the following. The light spectrum, you can choose Grow, Bloom of Harvest by selecting the radio button next to the chosen name. Then, if you want to customize the lighting even more, you can enable the day cycle by sliding the toggle. Here, you'll be able to set how long the sunrise and sunset last and choose one spectrum that will be used for both. You can also adjust the stage ramp. This controls the light intensity at the beginning and end of the stage. Simply move the sliders to set the stage start intensity and the stage end intensity. Both the day cycle and stage ramp are optional, but they give you extra flexibility if you need it. After that, click the Date Range tile to set the time period for the cycle. Define when it should start and when it should end. Next, set the time when the fixture should turn on, using Start Time by dragging the clock hand to the desired hour. Then, set when it should turn off, using End Time. To save the settings for the current cycle, click the floppy disk icon in the upper left corner. The first lighting stage has now been set and saved. As you add more stages, the cycle graph will gradually update, allowing you to see how the entire process will look. Add following stages the same way you did the first one. You can add up to a maximum of 6 stages. To avoid making the video too long, we'll just show you how to add the first and last stage. Notice how changing the day cycle updates the day chart right away. Similarly, switching the stage ramp affects the stage chart. Watch how the charts respond as you adjust the settings. When setting up the final stage of the grow cycle, you can choose when the light should stop operating. We recommend to set the last stage to run forever. This helps avoid any unexpected shutdowns before you're ready. If you want the light to keep running continuously, start by selecting the start date for the stage. Then, tap the Run Forever button in the top left corner. This way, the light won't turn off automatically. Next, just hit OK and confirm that your stage will run forever to save your settings. Set the light on and off times just like you did in the previous stages. Once all the stages have been added and configured, review the entire cycle using the graph to ensure everything looks correct. When you're satisfied with your settings, save the complete cycle by clicking the play icon in the bottom left corner. Your recipe is now uploaded and ready to go. If the fixture tile still shows the finger icon, that means the device is in manual mode. To activate your settings, tap the floating icon in the bottom right corner to scan the fixture. Once the scan is complete, the icon will switch to a machine symbol. This confirms that the automatic mode is active and your recipe is now running. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to our support team.